Yahusha warns the religious leaders. Then Yahusha said to the crowds and to his disciples, the teachers of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the scriptures. So practice and obey whatever they say to you, but do not follow their example. For they do not practice what they teach. They crush you with impossible religious demands and never lift a finger to help ease the burden. Everything they do is for show. On their arms, they wear extra wide prayer boxes with scriptures, verses inside. They wear extra long tassels on their robes. And how they love to sit at the head of the table at banquets and in the most prominent seats in the synagogue. They enjoy the attention they get on the streets, and they enjoy being called rabbi. Don't ever let anyone call you rabbi, for you have only one teacher. And all of you are on the same level as brothers and sisters. And don't address anyone here on earth as Father, for only Alua Elohim in heaven is your spiritual father. And don't let anyone call you master, for there is only one master, the Messiah. The greatest among you must be a servant. But those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. How terrible it will be for you teachers and religious laws and you Pharisees, hypocrites, for you won't let others enter the kingdom of heaven, and you won't go in yourselves. Yes, how terrible it will be for you teachers of religious laws and you Pharisees, for you cross land and sea to make one covenant, and then you turn him into twice the son of hell, as you yourselves are. Blind guides, how terrible it will be for you say that it means nothing to swear by Alua's temple. You can break that oath, but then you say that it is binding to swear by the gold in the temple. Blind fools, which is greater, the gold or the temple that makes the gold sacred? And you say that to make an oath by the altar can be broken, but to swear by the gifts on the altar is binding. How blind! For which is greater, the gift on the altar or the altar that makes the gift sacred? When you swear by the altar, you are swearing by it and by everything on it. And when you swear by the temple, you are swearing by it and by Alua, who lives in it. And when you swear by heaven, you are swearing by the throne of Alua and by Alua, who sits on the throne. How terrible it will be for you teachers of religious law and you Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are careful to tithe even the 10th part of your income, but you ignore important things of the law: justice, mercy, and faith. You should tithe, yes, but you should not leave undone the more important things. Blind guides, you strain your water so you won't accidentally swallow a gnat. Then you swallow a camel. How terrible it will be for you teachers of religious law and you Pharisees, hypocrites. You are so careful to clean the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside you are filthy, full of greed and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisees. First wash the inside of the cup, and then the outside will become clean too. How terrible it will be for you teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites. You are like whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, but filled on the inside with dead people's bones and all sorts of impurity. You try to look like upright people outwardly, but inside your hearts are filled with hypocrisy and lawlessness. How terrible it will be for you, you teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites, for you build tombs for the prophets, your ancestors, kill and decorate the graves of the holy people your ancestors destroyed. Then you say, we never would have joined them in killing the prophets. In saying that, you are accusing yourselves of being the descendants of those who murdered the prophets. Go ahead. Finish what they started. Snakes, son of vipers. How will you escape the judgment of hell? I will send you prophets and wise men and teachers of religious law. You will kill some by crucifixion and whip others in your synagogues, chasing them from city to city. As a result, you will become guilty of murdering all holy people, from righteousness, Abel, to Zechariah, son of Barshiah, whom you murdered in the temple between the altar and the sanctuary. I assure you, all accumulated judgment of the centuries will break upon the heads of this very generation.